Insane that the second I went live, somebody left. Oh, Judge is restarting. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're having lots of technical difficulties.
It's alright, we're getting them out of the way now.
Yeah, that's what the starting soon screen is for. Wow. Notif went out early. Check it out. I'm in the house.
Yeah, probably rolls around every few minutes.
Like
every
carpet.
few seconds. Yeah. Still don't fully understand that reference, but yeah. But yeah. We're still waiting for Judge, still waiting for Fen, but they'll be here. Yes, Astro Stream now.
Astro Stream? Now? Ain't no way. No, literally.
Voice acting?
Voice acting?
Wait, is your stream going or no?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Just wondering why I couldn't hear anything. It's hard to get a good flow. Judge will be here shortly.
Hello! Leslie, welcome in. I stream when I want. Yeah.
I don't think that was the intention of the comment, or else I would have said something. It's just like a Astro Stream in this economy?
In this economy, average 5-minute Astro drop by. Yay! Welcome in, Speedy. Sorry. Babes.
Wesley seems new. Welcome in, Wesley.
Yeah, hello! I was noticed! My life is... My life is... Huh?
Your life is...
Complete?
Well, ironically, complete is not complete, yeah.
It's not complete. Welcome in, Kier. Welcome in, Ink.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you, Lamercat, for following me on Twitch.
Everybody say Gesundheit or bless you to Astro now. So that
Gesundheit or bless you?
So that
bless you,
safe.
thank you. Bless, thank you. I'm on an imaginary time limit, so how are... I am.
Oh, that's right, I gotta open up Twitch chat too.
Thank you for the blesses, everybody. Yours is silly and cute. I love you.
Easily coachable. Appreciate that. Hey, Judge.
Judge is back. Hello.
And
Mugman's here. The gang's all here. Woohoo!
Judge brought Fed. That's great.
Fish.
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 Hold on, wait. Fish. Fish. Fish.
Fish. Fish. Fish.
The rest of the stream, by the way.
Gotta go or I'll literally explode, probably. I don't know how it works. Please take care. Don't explode,
Please
it's
don't
not good for
explode.
you.
Yeah, keep talking.
Fish. Hi, Judge. Everybody's happy to see you, Judge. Say hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
You don't sound happy to see everyone.
Wow. Judge when everybody's happy to see him.
You're like, hey, everyone. It's
Hey,
me,
everyone.
Judge.
I'm terrified by this fish thing. You shouldn't be. Borscht!
Borscht?
Threesh?
Judge
Oh,
just
that's a
having some
lot
technical
of hydrates. What the fuck?
It's drink, not drown, right?
I'm not too sleepy.
Sorry, I just got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hydrates, and then a go get tea routine.
Yeah, I'm not super sure why you
I
don't
feel like
have
we're
a
skipping
time
a few
limit.
steps.
Yeah.
Wait, the insane thing though is that you have all of these channel points that you can use. See you later, Speedy. You have all of these channel points that you can use, but you didn't follow me? Because you get 300 by following me, which means you've been watching
It's like, oh, I'm not here for your content. I'm just here to tell you to drink.
I'm just here to tell
This
you
is my
to
sole purpose.
drown.
Yeah.
Make sure that you do not drown.
Yeah, but drink. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, Ren, did you remember to drink water?
Yes, I have some water with me.
Oh, you do? Oh, you do?
If you need a reminder,
the notification is still going off. Every little ba-da-da-da you hear on my stream, that's... Thank you for
I can see how that's easily taken advantage of.
Never water, only tea? God damn it. Honestly,
well, water and tea.
Honestly, I should get tea.
If you can go get tea, I can go brush my teeth tonight and we both win.
Yeah. Oh my god, Grim Regime Hydrate. Okay. I just sat down with a cup of tea and toast and an instant Asta stream is a blessing. Hell yeah.
Boy, howdy.
How much am I gonna want to kick Gavel in this? Probably a lot.
How much am I gonna want to kick Gavel in this?
Alright, I'll go grab my tea. So
Alright, I will go brush my teeth.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it for a full 2 minutes.
I'm gonna run your channel for you, I guess.
I'll be here.
That sounds kind of sad out of context. Fun.
Yeah.
Be a Sith.
All right. Me and Judge will hard carry since Assyria and you're muted. Anyway, Judge, I wanted to answer your question.
I'm actually not going to go brush my teeth because
what a plot twist!
Stole the bathroom.
Stole your toothbrush?
Wow.
Okay, well, at any rate, I'm going to answer Judge's question. Judge sent me a question earlier. It's a question from the audience, and the audience being Judge. It was a general thought on the idea of where does comedy spring from in a writing context. How much of it is understanding a character's personalities and how they gel versus the actual quality of the jokes. And it's like it got me thinking that like sitcoms always seem to be funnier the more they go on, just because the familiarity you have with those characters becomes the comedy in itself. It resembles like real life relationships too, where once you get to know somebody better, it's just them telling you a joke is
inherently funnier.
Is inherently funnier, yeah. It's whereas in the same way, like if you're furious at somebody, it doesn't matter how good the joke is. If you're mad at them, you're just not gonna laugh. There is something about wanting to laugh at somebody, wanting to have a positive relationship makes that joke land even harder. So I'm not really sure like where the writing advice is there, but is it possible to make somebody laugh, like die laughing when on the very first episode when you're just meeting a new character? I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of how it works with me though, except like in the exact opposite sense. I have a very distinct memory of Ren and I going to a convention, and at that convention they had a like kind of a maid cafe service, or like it's something similar, like a service to that. And I remember I was like super shy at the time. Like, I mean, who am I kidding? I'm still shy. Also, thank you, Ing, for the 2. Why did you send Gumshoe?
Oh, by the way, Kendra, Grim, thanks for gifting Kendra a gift sub. Appreciate it.
Oh, I can't see. I don't have Twitch pulled up. Thank you.
That's why I'm here.
Thanks.
Right, yeah. No, you focus. You're the star of the show. You focus.
Okay. I don't know. All right. So basically,
it's Miles Edgeworth. It's not it's not a random forensics guy who's brought in investigations. Pretty sure that's not the name of the game. Although I would definitely play that.
I would play that. Oh, so we went to a maid cafe service at this convention, and I remember for whatever reason, I think they gave us like little photos that we could color in like we were in preschool. Very funny in concept, in fact. They gave us like crayons and everything. But the important thing, and the reason that I bring this up, specifically because I feel like the more people know me, the less they laugh at my jokes, versus like people who meet me for the first time always end up like laughing hysterically and then never again. Welcome back, Ren.
Yeah, that checks out.
I think it depends on like what kind of if you're trying to tell a joke, the novelty is a big part of it, versus like if you're trying to make someone laugh, I think the familiarity matters,
This is true.
Yeah.
I sent Sif Gumshoe in a Speedo. Hey, Grim, thank you for
Ing
gifting.
sent it to me.
Thank you for gifting Kendra a sub. Hell yeah.
taking up the mantle for me. I appreciate it. Boosting the server, buying gift subs.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Your thing says not Sif, but I see a lot of you in me, and I appreciate that.
I think your stream, the Discord stream master, isn't actually loaded.
It sure isn't. It's on the wrong one.
Not. Okay, stream's over.
Yeah.
Seems little...
Good work, guys.
All right,
Sorry,
yeah.
it was on the... Check it out. I'm in the house, like, carpet still. I'm sorry.
Are you fucking serious?
I found the origin of it.
Carpet.
I found the
It's
origin
not
of
what
it.
it's
Get
not
this,
what you
darling.
think.
It's Persona
Carpet.
3.
What? Oh, also, voice acting.
Voice
Yeah,
acting.
we are.
Yeah, we are.
No.
Fire smile, I preempted you.
Why did I run in here like that? Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Kay! She's not here either. Where are you?
Oh, hey, it's Fender.
Knockety knock knock, special visitor.
Fender.
Oh, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that.
What are you doing here? Has something happened?
Has something happened, he asks. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber. I'd call that a happening, alright? And what with you hearing... And what with your hearing being today, I thought... Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were responsible.
Involved. Whoops.
They're
Involved.
reporting it on the news already. Jesus, Ren, he didn't even
I'm
get
sorry.
finished with the line and you skipped mine!
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button!
How the fuck did you do
I clicked the
that?
wrong button, I'm sorry!
Off to a great start, everyone.
Jeez.
Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved.
They're reporting it on the news already?
Heck yeah, a dead lawyer? A young woman on the run? They're laughing it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, are you gonna give me the lowdown or what?
Well, actually... actually?
Ho! Maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought.
This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone and without her memory.
Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier.
Grim, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. I appreciate it so
Oh.
much.
Thanks, Grim.
You've been giving a lot of support recently, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where the heck could she have gotten to? You're sure she doesn't remember Zip?
I thought she might have come here, but...
No luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up at your doorstep.
You think I don't know that? But I'm out of places to look.
Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. You're wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. After all, it's got even you running him from a pillar to post looking to save an innocent girl from jail. Acting like the attorney I know you were born to be.
Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. And she'd never harm a fly, let alone another person.
Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in her corner, champ. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's quite the bond that's sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man a run for its money, even.
It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs.
You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down. Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. All right. How about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be, and you can't just walk the street shouting her name. So, why not go back to the source? Look into how she lost her memory in the first place. You just might turn up some clues that will help narrow things down.
That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. I almost just called it the big bad building.
Then that's where we're headed. Next stop, the big time. And maybe you can give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't come frolicking back into the fold if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that.
Lost memory. Fuck my life. Looks like I have to catch up on the VODs. Oh yeah, you missed something.
See you later, Casper.
Missed some shit.
Take care.
Sorry I paused for a second, but like, gas was building up in my chest.
Oh no!
And it was goggling.
That's an unpleasant feeling.
That's the worst.
Seems like a Fender thing to happen.
Very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all on his own.
Oh, it's those two again. These two are silly. I didn't
The
remember
big
them
bad
until...
building, huh, Miles?
I
yeah.
misspoke momentarily. Let us go.
I
Thank you.
for teaching me how to rob a bank.
Fuck up about that.
I think
Nobody's supposed to know
Scythe.
about
That's
that.
insane.
The most important lesson about robbing a bank is you don't talk about robbing bank.
Thank you,
I mean,
Grim. I
what?
appreciate it. Thank you for your first super.
Also, I listened back to the stream yesterday and I noticed that Grandma Hertz's voice was like really loud, so I'm gonna back up for that. Sorry about that.
The sun sure set quickly.
Not even a murder on the premises could make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around, though. Guess we've got the whole place to ourselves.
The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory.
Earth to mile! Got some sling to do.
It's a mile.
Yeah! This rooftop paradise is all ours, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for, okay? Alright?
Look at him, white mask Vare.
I was the bot yesterday. I figure VOD.
Your old
Thank you,
Carmelo
I'm-
Gusto was superb.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I sacrificed my throat for that, but it was worth it.
Please take care.
Oh, I'm taking care, don't worry.
Hot weather, eh?
Oh my god.
I think.
We're implicating
terms of the
so many
story.
people in this crime.
This is
Yeah.
insane.
The lore runs deep on this one, I see.
What an ace
Yeah,
attorney
well.
case. Wow, you really are great thieves.
Wow, okay. We really are Fuck, wait, shit, I said investigations. I was
No,
trying to say
continue.
Ace Attorney
If-
investigations. Shit.
No, I want to
we
hear where
really
that
are
goes.
ace
but
attorney investigations too. Prosecutor's Gambit.
We really are Ace Attorney investigations to
Well,
Prosecutor's Gambit.
in the last stream he forfeited his badge, so I guess it was the
Wow,
Prosecutor's
okay.
Gambit. 'cause
Looks
he's
like
already
I'm
on
not the
line.
Ace Attorney investigations to Prosecutor's
After all.
Gambit.
Yeah, what
After
are we?
all.
Some kind of Ace Attorney's investigations?
No, he's gonna become the Ace Attorney at the very end because he's just a prosecutor at the moment.
This
It's
is
right. Yeah, Nick Fury's gonna come
Oh.
up and says, "I would like to recruit you to the Ace Attorney investigations unit."
Whoa, no
I'm assembling
way.
a team.
No, yeah, I'm assembling a team, and then you see Edgeworth in Marvel vs. Capcom. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, Phoenix was already in Marvel vs. Capcom, so...
yeah, and that's what Oppenheimer's about.
True. Wait, what? Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do.
Begin investigation.
Let's go!
Hello. Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again.
What are you two doing up here?
Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy.
What the heck are you doing here? Looking to get yourself an even more hot water?
You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine.
Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off.
Wait, what? You got fired?
As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs.
If you say so. Oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh, did something happen? Maybe I can help? How about an injection?
No injections, thank you. Unfortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay.
Yeah, it did get kind of chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. All right
that
then,
a
Mr.
drug?
Edgeworth. Catch
Like
you
a
again
drug?
soon.
A jab a day keeps the world's troubles at bay. Tell that to the needle. Never mind.
Bro. What the heck?
A stand
Sif.
donor. What?
Hey,
do you
you.
say-
Yeah, you. Yeah, the way I get it summoned in.
Yeah, no, she fucking says it like Pokemon.
Yeah,
Sif,
I
go!
choose you.
I
Yeah.
choose you.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. How about some delicious Parting Clouds cotton candy to brighten your day?
Parting clouds. Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here?
Our gimmick is we take a normal serving of cotton candy and we split it in half. Part it, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we're
the
laughing all the way to
fuck?
the bank that we're gonna rob.
I thought you already robbed it.
You a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
I might as well be.
What are you, a fucking cop?
What are you, a copper? I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely.
What the hell?
I'm laughing. What?
OBS is dropping crazy frames.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
But my internet connection here is fine.
Yeah?
We're just gonna give it a second. Half the frames, double the cost.
I didn't know that's how we sold things.
I still have difficulty when, like, certain words kind of lead me to finish a sentence the wrong way.
I get it.
Like, part it, if you will. Like, my brain registers parting as something different, like, and then I, like, have the wrong intonation, so that's still very tough for me.
Okay, we're back. We're not dropping any more frames.
What the hell was that? That was so weird.
All right, anyway.
Welcome back.
You're so back.
Alright, I'll read this again for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely.
So, how did Kay lose her memory? You think there was something she wanted to forget? Us to forget? Maybe some particular... Hang on. Go back, sorry. You think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe some particular choice words from Miles the Insult comic?
Of course not! I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget. Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion.
Poor guy. I don't envy him one bit.
I do. How does one live life like that? How does one live as Detective Dick Gumshoe?
Detective Dick.
On second thought, I don't think I really want to think about how Dick Gumshoe lives his life. Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on its forehead? So, it's a unicorn. No, that can't be right either.
It's an alicorn, dipshit.
Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? There's a little plaque there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. That'll teach me to bother engaging with such things.
It's an alicorn. Did none of you watch My Little Pony? God damn it.
No.
No. You can insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Kay absolutely would have been all over this. The Kay I know, anyway. But for now, I'd better focus my powers of observation on this rooftop.
And it's kind of weird walking around alone. It feels weird.
Things do feel a little more like
Sad.
hollow, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
so sad.
It really is. It looks like a TV for showing announcements from the various companies in the big building. But at the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. What am I standing here for? The Steel Samurai isn't on today!
So if it was, he'd
Oh,
be
he's
okay
such a
with
fucking
it.
fanboy. The beacon wings of a bird, and the body of a lion. I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of this little rooftop haven. I have to say, they're incredibly detailed. Almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcomed, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead. It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kay told us, she was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell.
How like far did she fall though?
Yeah, falling from 50 stories up is going to be fatal. Like, no matter how you land.
Something must have,
Ken will
like,
do
she
it.
must have, I'm pretty sure, like, she must have, like, fell on something else.
Like on a mattress factory.
No. I
On a piece
she
of
may
slime.
not fall as far as the actual building, or even, like, 10 stories, but, like, I'm surprised all she's got is, like, a few bandages over her body, and not in a, you know, in a stretcher or something.
Yeah, this girl should honestly probably... If she actually fell from that height, she should probably be on a slab in the
I
morgue
mean,
right
water
now.
would be fatal, so maybe she was wearing Master Chief's suit.
True, she could have been wearing Spartan armor. But then again, in Halo 1, you still take fall damage.
Yeah, but...
She could be wearing the long fall boot from Portal.
Yeah, true.
This is also true.
Maybe she water bucket clutched.
Oh, true. Yeah, I like Cryo's explanation the most. I like that one the most.
I thought about
She
water, but water would also be fatal.
Yeah, in Parkour Civilization, falling from 50 stories means absolutely nothing.
Shut up about parkour civilization.
Sounds like everything means absolutely nothing in that show.
So
Sounds like there's zero stakes, you know, if you ask me. And like,
There are no
what's the
stakes.
story
Nothing
without that?
matters. I don't want to
you'd
talk
be
about
right.
parkour civilization.
So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand. Which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here.
Hey, Miles, why are you thinking out loud right now?
What?
Yeah, I just heard you talking about, like, Kay and where she was positioned. That, you know, it was all in white text, so, you know, you're thinking out loud.
What are you talking?
You can talk to me about it if you want. It's
Where
been
have I been doing this? The railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough, too.
Is there? What are we missing?
Okay. What?
She's hid in the tree. She fell.
Hi.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait.
That would make you a criminal, Kay? Perhaps you meant to say laying low.
Oh. Yes. That.
Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state? On top of which, while you've been playing hide-and-go-seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you.
Are you mad at me?
Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness?
No! I came to try and help you get your badge back.
What?
I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to.
Holy
shit!
Thank
10 gifted!
Thank you, Kenzie, for the 10 gifted!
Wow!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, look at the names rolling through.
So
okay.
many.
Twitter
Wow!
and chat.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
That's very generous of you, yeah.
Thank you so much, Kenzie. You've been super fun to talk to recently, too. I remember hanging out with you in the Discord. Super fun. I really appreciate it. Took like 3 tries to get YouTube to do it. I hate that for you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sticking with it.
I appreciate it so, so much. Thank you. Love you too for being so shit. It kept refunding me. Oh, jeez. Anyway, in the spirit of generosity.
In the spirit of generosity.
Boom.
5 gifted subscriptions. Oh my
Hey,
god,
Rowan.
thank you,
Hey,
Aster.
Rowan. What? Oh my god, thank you,
I don't think it's
Aster.
that Rowan, but it's a Rowan.
Oh, is it the wrong Rowan? What a shame.
It's a different Rowan.
I've enjoyed many hours of chill vlogs that have helped me sleep through hard times lately. Thanks. That's my goal! That's literally exactly what I want to do. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so, so much. Oh, I'm so happy.
You've made so happy.
Alright. I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could.
There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me?
I'm sorry.
Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here. You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in.
Okay.
That's going to hurt her.
Yee, that's the spirit.
Not now, Fender!
Yeesh, I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Live news now from the big building, where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present on the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and police say no effort is being spared in trying to track her down.
Whoo, mama! They're not messing around, huh? Well, team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down, and fast.
Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us.
Alright, first things first. Kay, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche?
I've caused you so much trouble already.
You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point.
Mr. Edgeworth.
That's settled. We're in this together, like the three musketeers. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay's innocence.
And I will. Believe me.
So I'm gonna need you to do everything you can to help him. With the investigation, okay, Kay?
Yes, of course.
Great! Now we've got... Great! Now we've got to move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before we've even started. You two may not have... You two may have not... Sorry.
You've got this.
You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does.
Nice announcer voice. Thank you.
Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down.
Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know.
I want to investigate with you.
I hope I've been of help to you so far. I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory.
How about we go over what you remember one more time?
Okay. I was standing under the tree, sheltering from the rain, and I saw a person in a red raincoat. And then they pushed me.
Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat?
I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there's one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came closer and closer.
The moon?
Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but it was in the exact same place it is right now, floating up there above the cherry blossoms.
So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information. I should keep it in mind.
I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory.
There is? It could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your thoughts.
Alright. I'm I'm seeing... It's very faint, but... I'm seeing... a small restaurant. Just a counter and some seats. And there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup. Not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too firm. And that's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm gonna order another bowl!
A captivating memory. But sadly, one that has nothing to do with the case.
She's so real. I love how that's one of her memories.
I was just thinking, like, this was like the most like long shots of things where it's like, oh, she smells or recognizes the restaurant because that's where she landed.
Oh, Jesus.
That's pretty fucked.
So
Jesus
fucked up,
Christ.
Jesus.
Oh my god. You used to say you were the second great thief Yatagarasu, a noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that?
Oh, I think you're right. I was a noble.
Not a noble, Kay, a noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there.
This is the same.
Not particularly. It's a part of the job.
Well, so you do this some sort of willpower training.
We can't present. Oh, wait, that's right. We don't have the badge. We can't present it. This is so sad.
Have you seen my prosecute?
Have you seen my prosecutor's badge? I lost it. I don't know where to look. Help! Help!
I think at this point we've investigated everything in the area, so
Pretty much, yeah.
As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right! There have been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation.
Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out of here with Kay any rosier.
Whoa.
I just realized I filled up this sketchbook.
Thanks, Ink.
A week! God, you are... I admire
So powerful, actually.
I need to commission you at some point, I really do.
We'll have to find a way to slip past the press.
I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Mazzarino, but I'm no spy.
Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate.
Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me.
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
17-year-old. That would be Kay.
It looks like this is being broadcast live, which means we're looking at the big building in real time.
Does that mean we're on TV too?
I don't think so. The camera's far away enough, and it's just dark enough that I think we'll be safe for now. At least we better be. Kay is spotted, things will go from bad to worse before we know it.
The cherry tree?
The deuce.
Oh, you've already done that. What about,
What
like
about
one
the
of
time,
the floors?
also? Oh, never mind.
What about like the light on the the 50th
As you can
floor?
see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's what the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings. That's right. There have been people walking by the windows all evening. It's one serious investigation.
Porter's right, you could see people moving around. Wait, something's very wrong with this picture. I can use a certain piece of evidence to help me deduce exactly what.
No idea what we're talking about.
I have no idea what we're talking about, but let's look through our evidence.
Was it Kay's testimony or something where she was...
Victim's letter, keycard record.
'50th floor.
Is the committee chamber.
Is there a
that's
floor
the
above it?
51st floor. Yeah, there's a floor. So that's the.
Wait, so there's a...
So that's the
There's
wrong
another
floor.
51st
Wait, so then
floor.
that's the 49th floor that's lit up.
Yeah, it's the wrong floor.
Yeah.
Pamphlet.
Question. How many floors does this building have?
Easy, 50, right? Kind of ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works, it's a little... works as ugly little schemes. Is a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times.
But then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor?
The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute.
Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that, clearly contradicting the supposed facts.
Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake.
Somehow, I don't think so. Call me crazy, but...
Yes, there appears to be a hidden 51st floor.
Wow, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love.
Get my heart! You didn't need to take it quite so literally, Kay.
Good. Then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead.
Come on, have you met me, Miles? That might be easier said than done.
Fair point. It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes.
So we're done.
Okay,
here.
damn.
It could have just
savage.
been the news. It could have just been the news reporter making a mistake rather than the brochure, though.
Be nice, Yuri.
Is there a 51st floor? And railing? No, where was Kay standing in railing? Yeah.
If it isn't this, then I feel like it's probably the railing and the moon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those three.
Thinking back over what Kay had said, the person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder, but when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it's currently in the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident. Why was that so tough? This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become more confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. So then, yeah, where she was standing.
There we go.
Nice. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale.
But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing, isn't it?
Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole.
The ground can just open up like that. How?
My bad. Not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo.
But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. Whee! Kay couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. What is this?
Dirt!
Oh, looks like a service hatch. Kay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that.
I'm sorry. I just can't say one way or the other.
My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. Don't have to take me so seriously, you know.
I don't. Never?
Well, maybe not never, if I told you to leap right lyrically into my arms.
Fender!
Chill, Miles Areno. Where's your sense of whimsy?
We are investigating a murder case!
So, never then.
Ouch! Talk about a deep cut.
I
And
think
what do you mean never? We always do this.
I think, I remember that conversation going a little differently. Of course, I'm remembering the fan translation. I think here she asked, oh, so when should I take you seriously? And she was like, and Fender was just like, well, if I told you to jump into my arms. And she's like, oh, I get it. Nobody ever takes you seriously. And he was like, damn.
That goes so hard.
Ah, shit.
Absolutely pop off, Kay. The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms. Even though the tree's not in full bloom yet, the strong wind here is blowing the petals right off. It would have been nice if they thought to tidy up just a little, though.
I don't know, I think it looks nice.
There's something kind of satisfying about seeing cherry blossoms on the ground. Is there anything else to investigate here? It's just this thing. I mean, I guess we got a logic from it, right?
Clearly.
There we go.
How has no one noticed a floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform until just now?
You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it, if you ask me.
That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible. Which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor, and can't be reached by ordinary means.
Then we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right?
I don't know about extraordinary means. Maybe let's just go for unconventional.
Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps?
Welcome in, Ashley.
Oh, a secret room. Now you're talking my language.
Let's go take a look.
I'd love secret rooms. Sometimes.
Alright, there we go.
What is this place?
Look at all that stuff out there. Is it a storeroom?
Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell.
Go team, strike one mystery off the list.
Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red raincoated figure who can walk on air to account for, among other things.
Hey, can a guy bask in his success for a second?
No.
So we found a hidden storeroom. I vote we scooch down and check it out.
We have pretty much exhausted everything up here, and it can't hurt to take a look.
Investigation complete.
Lovely. Look at us exhausting expert.
Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Hi, my
Oh
love.
my god! Emma! What are you doing here?
Sif, are you here?
I'm here.
How are we
I'm not gonna
feeling?
voice Emma.
I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on.
This is Emma Skye. She's a high school student, currently studying in Europe to become a forensic student. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together.
The detective called me up in a panic. He said your badge fell off the big building and that Kay was in a man's suit and...
Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already?
Yep, I'm here with one of my professors. But not to do any schoolwork or anything, just him interpreting.
Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around the crime scene?
Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language after all.
That's not an actual language, Emma.
Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she?
Oh, shucks! It's nice, isn't that sweet, K-Meister? Your little friend is worried about you.
Oh, yes. Who's this guy? Oh, don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know.
Fun fact, Emma was originally going to be Edgeworth's assistant in this series. Really? That's interesting. I'm trying to imagine how that would go. It would probably go a little bit similar, but I feel like Kay works a little bit better.
Eddie Fender, attorney at law, and senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices.
Edgeworth? So you are his assistant? Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney?
I'm not... To say it's complicated is an understatement.
Let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first.
But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Really?
Oof, it's not like I'm not even here.
What is this, some kind of weird experiment?
Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there.
I agree. The police could be here any minute. And who's this? Hello, Ace Attorney
I'll
fans.
explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go.
Oh, alright. But you better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro... Attorney?
Trust me, I'll explain that too.
Okie dokie down the hatch we go.
Okery dokery doo?
He's such a weirdo. God bless.
Oh, that's a to be continued. Oh my god. Dude, they're going fast. Is that just me?
This case is actually pretty short.
Is this?
It's been an hour. It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's been an
Almost.
hour.
It hasn't even been. Yeah, it's been
how are we
15
doing on
minutes.
time, Judge?
All right. Yeah, we're going good.
Alright.
Wonderful.
It's dark as my soul down here. It's
Man, they
dark
got
as a
zero?
grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face.
Watch your step, Emma. You might step on his face.
hit my head on something!
Oh, you hit your head on his face.
On his not roguishly handsome face.
Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip.
Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Ah! Bingo!
This is... So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom.
Contraband!
Holy shit. We'll need to take a careful look over all these items.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
It's the
this is like
smuggling ring.
everything.
Oh
Whoa.
no, I have a hunch that Sif's going to show up and have to do a very funny voice.
I mean, what in the actual... No, literally. Holy shit.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation or three.
I did indeed. Where to even start?
Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case!
It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma.
Seems you got yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney.
I'm not an attorney. Or a prosecutor anymore.
Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me.
Well, if you're sure.
Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you, Miss Sky.
Aw.
And then there were 4. Right, everyone, let's get to work.
I want to know where that elevator goes.
Looks like it goes down.
It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look up around here first.
Aye, aye,
I totally
Captain.
nailed that line.
Let me know if you find anything juicy.
I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind.
Thank you, Kay. Emma?
Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well. Then let's begin.
Begin investigation.
The elevator probably goes down. Yeah, where else would it
Emma's
go?
our
To the
assistant!
top floor.
Emma, yeah!
Ask me anything, I'm all ears. I can't believe they suspect poor Kay! It's outrageous!
I couldn't agree more. But the best thing we can do right now is stay calm and look for clues.
Except, I've been scientifically processing the situation, and I think I've come up with a better idea. Maybe we could administer some carefully targeted electric shocks directly to Kay's brain. What do you say? Might be just the thing to bring her memory back online.
That sounds more than a little risky. It sounds incredibly risky, in fact. Personally, I'm still of the opinion that searching this room for clues is the better option.
Really? But a little risk is what science is all about.
Yes, a little being the operative phrase.
I'm back for a little while to interpret for my professor, but I'm still mostly based in Europe. Gotta keep studying until I'm the finest forensic investigator under the sun.
I'm very glad to hear you say that. Dedication to one's chosen field is a student's greatest responsibility.
It sure is, but I don't want to get ahead of myself academically. I don't just want to get ahead academically. I've been trying hard at sports too, especially that one event they have at school athletics meets. You know the one.
There are quite a few to choose from.
It's huge over there, and unlike here, it's considered a real hardcore sport for adults. That's right, I'm talking about Glasses battles! Who hasn't heard of those, right?
Me. Never. Not even once.
Glasses battle. We're listening to Emma Sky talk in the storeroom about how her studies have been going.
This is Kay's pen, right?
It is. It's one of her most prized possessions. And yet she doesn't even remember it.
Huh. Maybe it just needs a bit more pizzazz. I could customize it a little. What do you think? A pink ribbon here, a white feather there. We can have it looking pretty in no time.
Thank you, but I think we'd better leave it as it is. Lest we confuse Kay and her memories any further.
So, it's all the shit from the fucking smuggling ring.
This statue!
What is it? Got some new data for me?
Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on. A piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue. And there were two of them. A real one and a fake. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places.
An old case, huh? Guess you have worked on a bunch of different...
Gotcha!
What the
Call me ass red dang handed, guiltier than a tomcat covered in cream!
My eyes!
Ain't no stopping my snapping, now to get every dang detail and land some! You'll think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shop thick again!
We're not criminals!
Yeah, sure, pull the other one, it's got bails on. This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't just about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials.
Oh, it's you.
Huh? You're that low-down dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't ya?
Who are you calling a low-down dirty jerk? This is Lotta Hart, a photojournalist by trade. We've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. She's hard to forget, and even harder to get a word in edgewise with.
Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if I ever saw one.
Seems I didn't leave the best of impressions on her either.
Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful all I want from you is a couple of pictures.
But we're just here to investigate.
Sure you are. If by investigate, you mean pull the wool over Lotta's mild-eyed eyes.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me.
It didn't hurt to try, I guess. But we're probably better off leaving her alone for now.
God damn it, I need to figure out a way to differentiate her and, what's her name in the official? Tabby.
It would be really funny if they sounded the same, though. That's my 2 cents.
And it's one Western voice. I actually met a Lotta Hart's English voice actor in, like at a con. She was selling Ace Attorney stuff, and I was like, could you please do the voice? And she kind of went into, like her family history. Like her teeth were showing, and she like taught me how to do it a little bit, so I learned a lot.
And you were like, that's nice and all, but do the voice.
A lot of heart, more like a lot of shart, bruh.
Oh!
Do the roar. Yeah, you were very rude.
The only way this could be worse is if Old Bag showed up. Oh, don't tempt fate.
Oh god,
Kinda
knowing us
creepy.
she
All
will.
these masks being lined up here in the dark.
Not a fan of horror movies, I take it?
No way! That stuff's so unscientific!
I think you mispronounced terrifying. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Oh my god, there's so many little, like, fucking nooks and crannies and shit. There's so many crannies. Kay was carrying a Jammin' Ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have originally come from this hook.
Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis, which would mean that Kay was really here.
As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis. But why?
Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even Steel Samurai! What an impressively authentic likeness it is, too.
The scientist in me is sensing something strange, though. A lack of consistency, you know?
In the sense that the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow? I don't disagree. There's even an empty space here.
Yeah, there's an empty hook right in the middle.
Somebody using that one, perhaps? Did we not just logic that?
We did, but whatever.
That's Captain
Love repeating
Saipan.
dialogue.
He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it.
I find the flower on his head a little excessive myself.
Can we investigate each individual one? That's insane.
That mask. That's Global Hero Onyankopon.
That's hard. That's weird to read in English.
Onyankopon.
And why is that so shocking?
You really don't know? Everything about the show is a secret. When it's on TV, who makes it? So the new merchandise, or the merchandise is super rare.
Sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business.
What TV show are these from?
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School. It's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes.
So their masks are modeled on sports safety helmets or something, right? And maybe the number of islets tells you their student ID number. So the one on the left will be number 1 and the right is number 2.
I suppose that could be it, yes.
And that would mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers.
I have to admit being a little intrigued by this show now. Yeah, that's a little goofy. She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai needs.
You could say that again. I love the Pink Princess.
You watch shows like that, Emma?
Of course. You love them too, right?
Well, I don't really know all that much about them, but sure.
Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought...
I can't believe even Emma's seen it. I like how in his mind he's not even hiding it anymore.
Like, he's so silly. Like, listen, could you imagine walking into somebody's office and they have like a giant Love Life figure? Or they just have a giant statue of Rem and they're just like, oh my god, do you like ReZero? And it's just like, no. I mean, I've heard a little bit about it, but
He's such a nerd, I love him.
These are all case files from various murders.
What? But why would they be in here?
They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office. Which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more.
anything else here?
Oh, this is new. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai.
The Nickel Samurai always seemed kind of pleased with himself to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about being skinny and cool, you know? There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way.
You've just gone up in my estimation, Emma.
What a nerd.
What a fucking nerd. Oh my god, what a loser. Holy shit.
I love him, actually.
Welcome back, Ink.
These are...
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, shit.
If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. But what are they doing here?
Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into?
It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department.
They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too?
When a case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct. Unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere.
And yet, here it all is.
There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them.
Exhibit numbers, maybe? You said they were all pieces of evidence, right?
Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written and by the items themselves, I'd guess these are prices.
Prices! I would have never guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it?
The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all of these in detail.
This is so weird. I mean, it's It's gotta be a continuation of the smuggling ring.
Clearly, yeah, this is all evidence tying back to it.
That's odd. This is the only spot with nothing on it. But it still has one of those signs in front of it.
Indeed. And look, there's an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. I'd say something was probably sitting there until quite recently, wouldn't you?
You know what? I think you might be right. But, I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what.
Well, I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline? Don't we have a piece of evidence that might well be connected? Deduce. Maybe something on Kay's person? Oh, the candelabrum! Uh-huh. The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly! I'd say there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from.
Which would mean the candelabrum was evidence from another case.
It certainly seems likely. But that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from the storeroom.
Aw, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy.
That's the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. Holy shit. He should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here?
Aw, but look, he's missing his left horn.
He is, but he never had it in the first place. At least, not as far as we ever saw.
Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall.
Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? Oh my god, this is gonna get crazy.
So this storeroom is actually more of a stock room.
It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases?
And who to? Who would even want to pay for all this stuff?
Somebody, clearly. The price tags are proof of that.
Wow, people really will collect anything, huh? Fascinating. That's a cute little doll. Looks kind of like the Steel Samurai.
It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. I can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under. More than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless. A certain tragic refinement.
Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth! Are you even listening to me?
Oh, of course.
That's interesting. I took that from a previous case as well. Isn't this...
It's a small bottle. One I've seen before.
Oh. That's all? Nothing else to add?
Well, no. What more did you want me to say?
Hold on, I've got to write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations.
Next time, try taking those kinds of notes in silence.
Wobbly's ink.
A bottle of ink. And a lantern. Both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine.
But why? What's all this stuff that's related to you doing here?
It's not as if any of it was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case and no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence.
Seriously? A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words coming out of your mouth.
We must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too?
Oh, you want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in, this may take a while.
And then this is the safe that was in his office. This is so weird. I barely remember any of this, if I'm so honest with you. So what are we missing here? This thing, I guess.
A mannequin, huh? Oh wait, I know. All thanks to my powers of scientific deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right?
Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. Doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is it here?
Oh god, Edgeworth has a stalker. He has two if you count she who must not be named.
Oh, Jesus.
Scientifically speaking, I'd say this looks like some kind of wooden icebox. Yeah, the chains are probably to stop the cold air from escaping.
I don't mean to contradict you, Emma, but this isn't... But isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away.
Oh, yeah, sure. Guess you could look at it that way too. And keeping your clothes chill would be nice for the summer, right?
Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see.
A bunch of trophies and... Ooh, look! Somebody's left a walkie-talkie here!
Looks to me like it was put there deliberately. I don't like it's on display, to be honest.
Hey, there are batteries in here too. Could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody will mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I could take it to the police station afterward.
Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief.
As to remembering anything is a mind-blowing concept. I'll forget everything about Ace Attorney investigations within like 2 weeks, except for like Kate and Edgeworth.
That was nice.
I remember all these details because I've been listening back to the Ace Attorney VODs in my car, so...
Whoa, that's one heck of a desk. I wonder who it belonged to.
There are 4 male figures. What?
Oh, figures as in like sculptures.
Yeah. There are 4 male figures acting as legs holding up the tabletop in the center. It's hideously cringy. And it doesn't even have the good decency to be a camp, enough to loop back around. Oh, hold on, let me say this right. It doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to loop back around.
I can't believe this is real!
Never thought I'd see the day that Edgeworth says camp. This is awesome.
Is this from one of your old cases too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No. Anyway. I can't think of anyone related to any of my investigations with such ostentatiously awful taste. Fuck. I'm having a rough time. At least I don't think there was.
What is that giant head thing?
Help me. I fell in the toilet.
I fell onto the secret 51st floor.
It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey. I remember the case well. But how did they even get it up here?
Huh? Mrs. Monkey? That doesn't sound right. Are you sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Or misremembered it somehow?
Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake.
Looks like the Jollibee mascot. Kinda does.
It really does look like Jollibee's, yeah.
Well, I want Jollibee now.
I've already talked to her.
Jollibee's is good.
Oh wait, I need to talk to Lada. Pray for me. So, what y'all doing snooping around a fishy old place like this anyhow?
I think it's us who should be asking you that.
Me? I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society. And for little old me, of course. I'm what you might call a photographer for the people. Snap it here, snap it there, snap it every day, where?
I'll just leave you to it then. We can talk once you've gotten it out of your system later.
Alright.
You said this statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? It's pretty weird looking, I have to say.
It's known as the Alfred statue.
The what?
The Alfred statue?
But it says here that it's called the Aleph Red statue. Aleph Red, Alfred, Aleph Red.
What are you muttering about?
Oh, nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we?
I was wondering, I was like, Alfred. And then she said Aleph Red, and I was like, oh, he misremembered it.
When have I ever been bad with names before?
Oh boy! This whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind.
Did you fall asleep?
No. Acting. Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress, it's got the lot.
Could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Fender?
Hey, I can try. No, but seriously, I'm as keen as to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You go do your thing.
It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you.
She's already proven herself to be quite strong.
So,
Even now.
What are we missing? Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. A little tasteless, wouldn't you say?
No way! These are all $100 bills. That's a fortune right there. How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth?
please, Emma. I don't even want to think about it.
So it's logic now.
We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags, along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running an illicit trade in judicial goods.
Shady deals on a hidden 51st floor. This is big. It has to be, right?
I think it might be, but we'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here.
If only there was an eyewitness we could interview.
An eyewitness, Lotta? Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart?
Me? I told you. I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society. And for little old me, of course. I'm a photographer for the people.
For the people.
If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom. I nailed that!
Ooh, so she's after a juicy story. Makes sense.
I love her pink heart DS. I'm obsessed with it. It's awesome. Well, how'd y'all figure that out? Guess it means I don't have to tippy-toe around it anymore now. One of my sources told me on the down low about it in an underground auction.
What? So all the items here...
We're sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. And so come see it for myself, of course. Got eyes on my subject, you know. Should have heard the tales my contact was telling. Taller than 2 trees, or so I thought at first. Anyhow, I wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yes, it has snuck in, slugged behind this here statue, and settled in away. Been inside late at night and carried right on to the break of dawn.
So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence?
God, this music is so nostalgic.
This really is a throwback, oh my god.
I want her pink heart DS, I do too. Dirty deals in a secret storeroom! Talk about a story!
Is there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room?
Sure, it was regular old stuff too. Shady artworks from who knows where, that kind of thing.
In what way are shady artworks regular, exactly?
But the evidence was the big draw for sure.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
Master Magician, thank you so much! I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my god, Ren's doing the...
You get your own section on this side of the thing now.
Yeah, in the Discord, you get your own special role. You're all the way at the top. Right below the
Holy
mods.
shit!
Well, not all the way
Yeah.
at the top, but
Yeah, right
As
below.
close to the top as...
That's you, Aster. You're literally all the way at the top because you have the top category and your name starts with an A, but yeah.
I didn't expect it to do a pop-up. Yeah, it does a pop-up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's so sweet. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
No, literally.
See, you gotta go on E. You did it.
Something, something, always a top, something, something. He's so real for that.
You know,
Also,
you
welcome
earned
in,
that.
Sam.
If I may say, you know, like I feel like Kenzie has absolutely earned some kind of vocal direction over the stream at this point. You think? Right?
Honestly, yeah. Kenzie, if you want us to change anything around, you absolutely have the, like, free reign to do so.
If
Alternatively,
you want us to be
there's-
goofy...
Yeah, if you
for a
want
line.
like Fen and Aster to switch roles or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Alternatively, if there's anything that you want us to say, then no need to super chat or anything. You can just be like, oh, it'd be funny if you did this, and we'll do it.
No,
Within
please,
reason.
no. Aw. In any case, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But the evidence was the big draw for sure. Reckon they were selling them faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of the cop and prosecutor shops.
And I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hart?
Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could from up here.
Having been up here since yesterday, I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then.
It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. All them customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. It was mashed just as soon as they got down the ladder, and that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them, say. Teeny tiny ones, pinker than a bug's behind.
Huh. So if they were all wearing masks and Kay had a mask with her, that means she went to the auction.
It's so you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. Surreptitious as all heck.
You mean surreptitious, right?
I surely do. Sweet, sweet surreptitude.
Also not a word.
Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. And then, in came the next one. When it came time to leave, they all done the same but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. Man's back on the hook, up the ladder and away.
Whoa, that's a serious operation.
And how many participants were there?
11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder. I didn't just hide behind a stupid statue the whole time, you know.
You didn't? Then where were you?
Well, when I first got here, You know what? That ain't important right now.
So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning.
Anywho, I watched all them folks coming from my spine spot there in the shadows.
I see.
So you were watching from behind the statue. They used that their elevator to get down below. And once they was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on.
You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath?
No, I sent it back up. But there's a little peeky hole if you know where to look. The elevator don't quite sit flush with the floor, see? And if you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang.
Did you catch sight of who was in charge?
Alright, sure, I guess I did. Ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all.
I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more. You mentioned a ringleader? Can you tell me any more about them?
I really appreciate it, Kenzie. That's very generous and very sweet. I'd be very happy if you stuck around.
Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive. An exclusive ain't much dang good if you done spilled the beans already.
I see. So you don't actually know anything about them?
You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess.
You got me. Couldn't see if it was a man or a woman, kid or an old time or nothing.
What were they wearing? Could you see that at least?
Sure, white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the lapel. Them 3 things is what I remember. What's good's a description of the outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it?
So this ringleader disguised their identity too, just like everybody else?
Yes, sirree! Mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards.
They were wearing one of the masks. Which one?
Let me see.
Oh yeah, this guy, Zervan.
Zervan? What kind of a name is that?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth? You've never heard of Zervan? He's global hero Onyakobone's arch nemesis. Who hasn't heard of Zervan the Time Lord?
I think you might be better off asking who has. Who asked?
Who asked?
So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all?
No, I dang well didn't. Which kind of scorches my scoop. Kenzie being an absolute champion. Kenzie, Chad. Wait, that sounds like
Chad.
That sounds like our victim.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I noticed too. The white jacket, the thing on the lapel, the gloves. Yeah, and a flower.
This whole
I
mess.
thought she wasn't wearing gloves though.
It was in her pocket, remember?
You're right, the gloves were in her pocket.
This whole mess has been nothing but a snap hum. Never should have come.
Yeah, there we go.
We know of somebody who was dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart.
Whoops. Present.
You said that the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct?
Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but they was.
Is this the outfit you saw?
Oh, holy smokes, it sure as heck is. But wait, so the big chase is dead?
All we know is that she's the victim of the case we're investigating.
Her name was Rosie Ringer. Do you know her?
Oh my god, Rosie fucking Ringer. She wears a rose and she's the ringleader. Wow.
Oh. I mean, we don't know if she's actually the ringleader, though.
I think we can conclude that she's the ringleader.
Her name is Ringer. Come on.
No, so the ringleader was a lady? Like that just slippier than a dang ale. Throw me off with a man's jacket like that?
I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. Setting that aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim.
So somebody done bumped off the boss, huh? And that's what was happening.
When what was happening?
Oh, nothing at all. You'll just go on about your business now. No offense, Miss Hart, but that made you sound about 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious, my butt! I told y'all it's nothing. You won't get nothing more out of me than that.
Bruh. Wait, so there is more?
How many dang times do I gotta tell y'all? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way.
You can tell us just a little more. Pretty please?
I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear?
I should have pronounced that news sound.
No, it's news hound.
Yeah, I know, but you should have pronounced it new sound.
No.
Okay.
Exclusive articles go out, money comes in. That's how the game is played. Tell you more? Heck, I told y'all too much already.
Wait, what if I, examine some fingerprints for you, pro bono?
What kind of a cock made me think he was that? I'd sooner get a tooth pulled. You want intel, you go dig it up yourselves, just like I had to.
Okay. Guess she isn't gonna talk to either of us.
Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. She may not give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. Domain expansion! Welcome to my mind palace. Start by observing our opponent.
Oh, only 3. I tell you nothing, you hear? Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse.
As we've seen, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me. So my first move is to discover what that something is.
I'm Jess. Commence! Let me let you know.
I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave out anything else.
Jump in a creek, you big bully! Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me. Nor me with you neither.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. Better try another tack.
Let's talk about this reasonably.
I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down and—
I am calm! Dang you! These ways I will be, just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain! Relax, girl. That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool hand no matter what the world throws at you, say?
Speaking of news hounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase. Similar to your own, in fact.
Oh yeah? She spoke like me, huh? I guess that could have been someone I know. She's your apprentice.
Her name is Tabby Lloyd. And if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about somebody she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she?
Oh, so y'all met Tabby how? Like that's something. Where'd you bump into her? She's a great kid. I reckon. Wait. Oh, no, you don't. You ain't getting on my good side bringing her to this, you sneaky snake. Woo, you nearly had me too.
Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. I need you to tell me everything you know. Time to deploy my clue.
I know your apprentice.
I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact.
Yeah? Well, I guess it does seem kind of cold of me to say that if you know her pretty good. I wouldn't want the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind.
Good. Then you'll tell us what you know.
See, it's like this. Got me What? What am I thinking? Ah, dang it, Lottie. You can't let a bamboozle you that easy.
What was that about a school?
Oh, forget it. It was nothing.
You have a
You had a scoop of... You're on your way to school.
What was that about a school?
A school?
How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is.
Ah, all right. I got me a scoop. A big one. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay.
She may be hiding something very important. I'll have to get it out of her somehow. We need to know the details of the scoop. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let key information slip. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her.
On your way to get schooled, Lamau.
It's related to an incident.
Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it?
Yeah, might be if it did, might be it didn't.
Which is it? This is important!
Alright, you don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing, just snuck in and did some undercover reporting. Silent treatment, huh? Well, two can play at that game. Ah, shit.
Perhaps a little more proactivity is called
Holy
for.
shit.
His heart is very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead wherever possible. Don't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive.
Let's see the auction.
Let's try it, yeah. This scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction?
You know what? I clean forget.
But you tried to infiltrate an underground auction. It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about?
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing.
So you did hear the sound of something. If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you did hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room?
Well, say, that's... It wasn't nothing really, just a little noise is all. Won't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it.
So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. Could be a valuable clue. Okay.
There we go.
Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature. Okay, let's see the options again. We have...
Did some undercover reporting.
You sneaking in is a problem. I'll be the judge of whether your actions were shameful or not. An unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime.
Hey, you did the exact same thing, genius! Oh, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that.
Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we?
Still, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that have done way worse. Murder, for one. Next to murder, trespass ain't hardly nothing. Your scoop is about a murder.
From your mutterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide?
No, I was just talking all hypothetical-like. You know, about murder being the big one and all. Ain't nothing worse than murder.
Not the most skillful evasion I've heard in my career.
Look, I done told you, okay? I snuck into the auction. I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Scout's honor.
Time to deploy my clue. You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim.
How do you keep doing that? All right, it's true. I'm on up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. It won't be no scoop left otherwise.
The murder Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. It should prove to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. Jesus, we lost a lot of time. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this.
Holy shit.
Will you, oh my god, okay. I need you to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important.
Wish I could help y'all, but
I really recall a whole bunch. Ain't much I can tell you, sorry.
I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. Okay. Be honest, Miss Hart. I know there's something you're not telling me.
Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it! I done spilled my guts already! Damn.
Oh my god.
So it's gotta be the bottom one.
Yeah. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true?
You're calling me a liar now? Oh, wait, now I'm mad. Real mad. Relax.
Let's bide our time.
I'm a journalist! How am I gonna sell stories if folks can't trust I'm telling the truth? I got me a motto, you know? Faster than anybody, honester than anybody.
A motto, That could be an important clue. I should bear it in mind.
So...
Okay, so go back to the first one then.
The first one, you
No,
think?
tell me more about the incident.
Okay, I was trying to remember them.
Yeah, because, she was basically like, I don't really recall. Can't even get my facts straight. That's what it was, yeah.
But you were honester than everybody.
I can't imagine that being so vague on the facts is a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story.
Well, say...
It seems your so-called information is not credible after all.
Look, there was a murder, and I was there. I can even prove it.
You can prove it?
You can prove it, can you? How?
I've got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it.
She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. Need to use it to its maximum effect. You're still not telling me.
You're definitely still hiding something.
Using the queen. I know you've been keeping something from me. And that something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. Yeah.
Dang it all the heck. Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Here, I done sent me a photo. Happy now? You better be.
And that's checkmate.
God,
My yes. Yes.
this woman is taking so much out of me. She talks so weird. Ugh, I'm like using maximum brain power to try and not trip up over her words.
Wonder how much more of this part we have left.
I'm not sure. Judge, are you still with us? Oh, Judge.
Just a little old Texan accent, don't you think?
I'm
Just a
still
little.
here.
Hi, Judge.
Hi.
You to pop in with my accent. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth.
Well, it happened. So it's time to tell us everything.
I saw the whole thing. Watched that auction from start to finish.
But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures too.
Yeah, about that. So, like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. I was all shouting out bids and somebody wins something and BAM! Down comes the hammer. Heading upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader, and then the whole thing starts over again.
Thank you for the stretch and the tea.
Oh, my back. I'm sitting like a
She's
shrimp.
You sound winded already.
She's taking so much out of me.
Hopefully she, goes away after this.
No, please! I love Lana, but
She's so hard to voice. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind that there statue and hid.
And who was it that eventually appeared?
Didn't say nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the wit in bed. The sweet, sweet sound of cold hard cash.
I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone cutting bills, perhaps?
Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills over here. Heard two people yabbering for a little while.
Wait, so two people came up on the elevator?
You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend the ringleader. Anyway, yabba goes on for a little while, and then scream! Oh, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight.
So you didn't see the moment of the murder?
No, but I heard her real good.
you didn't try to help whoever was being attacked?
Quit trying to be funny, girlie. It don't suit you none. I'm just a tiny little journalist all on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump in and save the day?
Dainty.
Anyhow, then there was a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when that was happening, I got to feeling pretty bad about what I'd done.
That makes sense, I guess. After all you did.
I didn't remember to get on my camera and snap even a single picture. Scoop like that drops right in my lap and I'll miss it. Somebody ought to tear my hide. Anyhow, then a little more time goes by and there's this kind of clattering noise. I'm there thinking, gotta get the shot this time, and so I grab one real quick from the shadows there.
Could we see this photograph?
Oh, I have to? Hair. Oh, shit.
That's...
The person in the red raincoat! The one who attacked Kay!
It's okay. K's rain-coated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom and proceeded up to the roof where they assaulted K? There's only one person in this picture. Where's the victim?
Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Like 2 people, but there was only one in the shot I got. I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room neither. That's the killer, alright. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is.
So are we saying the victim disappeared? How did you know it was the killer just by looking?
Because they're literally red-handed with blood. How else would I get there, huh? And the auction just carried on after that? Sure did. They just went right on like nothing had happened. Rich folks are crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think.
Funny. I find journalists a struggle to understand as well.
So let's try logic.
I wonder...
Okay.
If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well.
Huh? Well, yeah.
But think back to what Miss Hart told us about the customers... About how the customers left the auction. Do you remember?
Of course. They came up from downstairs back through the storeroom and... Oh!
Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? Emma, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now?
I'd love to! You just say what you need and I'll get right on it.
Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. A luminol test, in other words.
Sure thing! Prepare to witness the power of science!
I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before.
Alright, how about we test the ladder over there first? Based on Miss Hart's picture, I'd say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb in and make their escape. Which means there's a high chance of a positive result. To test an area, just press space. It'll spray a little luminol on it. Whoa. And if it happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. It still feels super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's a positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to really make it stand out. Yeah, that brought it out nicely. And made it feel that much more real. Anyway, I think you've got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? I'm sure there's still somewhere to be found, so why don't you give it a try?
There's no more. Oh, here it is.
And that's how it's done.
Hell yeah.
Take a good look around and see if you can find some other places to test with the luminol.
It's gotta be this box, right?
You want to test there? Just spray some luminol on any place suspicious.
I knew it.
The sound effects are great.
Mr. Edgeworth, blood!
But how could it have gotten there?
Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there?
Like a body?
There's still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find. You want to test there?
I don't know if it'll actually be here.
Sorry, it's a negative.
I appreciate that it doesn't actually let me investigate it. That's nice. What are y'all up to?
Ah, careful with that! You can't go around spraying others with luminol.
I wasn't about to. Jeez.
Negative.
Oh, alright, so there's some here. Oh,
Nice.
You got a positive! There's blood here! But how come?
Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say.
Ooh, looks like some of it dripped through to the floor below too. I think that's all the blood there is to be found.
Alright, then that concludes this phase of our investigation. Think with your brain.
If you connect things and use logic, the truth will become apparent to you.
Evidently. Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That this is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it.
Welcome back, Miguel. I wonder who won the box in the auction.
I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery.
Now you just hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been in there.
What do you mean?
I took a look at their box when I first got in here. To be just about the perfect size for a little hide-and-go seek if the need arose. And maybe it would have been if I could have opened it. It was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. I ain't no escape-omologist. Huh? Escamapologist.
Scamapologist.
Whatever. The murder
I have
happened
no
just a
idea.
little after I scoped it out, so can nobody have put no body in there.
Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? It's odd. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer.
Huh? They'll slap my head and call me silly. Could have swore it was, though.
I think we've examined all we can now.
Great. Time to see what's waiting down below.
Oh my god, shaking a leg already, are we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister.
You've been dead this entire time. I feel so bad.
Yes, Mr. Fender.
We're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost.
Of course. I'll be sure to stay close.
When did those two start getting along so well?
Down we go.
Nice.
We're all crowded in the elevator together.
Lovely sound effects, hell yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
A huge room.
Mr. Edgeworth!
This is where the auction was held?
This room.
This is the auction room? No, this is the committee chamber.
Way to drop right into my lap cake, Faraday! You've got real guts, I'll give you that. Arrest her, man! Arrest her right now!
Wait, but she's...
As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the streets where they belong.
You can't do this! This is going way overboard!
Yeah, what she said! Miles, this isn't looking good, I gotta say. They're standing right behind us, aren't they?
See how the blinding light of justice shines on.
What did I do?
You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor.
You weren't aiming for him! You were aiming straight at me!
Something keeps getting in my way. Something...
That was very girly. It's okay. He would scream girly.
right there.
Francisca.
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor?
I still believe Kay to be innocent.
And we're supposed to care what you believe? You no longer have the right to an opinion. I am Francisca Von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge. And so, our game has already come to an end.
My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped. I've simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road. All the way to the truth. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was.
You seem to think you know what lies at the end of this road to the truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, my whip will happily guide it. So, fun fact, I can kind of assume here that the word that she's using for road here is michi in Japanese. In the original Japanese version, the title of this game was Gyakuten Saibansu, or what was it? Gyakuten Kenji. Basically, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path, or Prosecutor's Road.
Huh. Cool.
The victim used her keycard and entered this chamber with her killer. She was then stabbed with the candelabrum by the culprit and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letters she exchanged with the victim. And we know the location of the murderer is here in the committee's trial chamber. The blood on the floor of this room proves my theory. Game, set, and match. Miles Edgeworth, QED.
Wrong, because it was right below the elevator. Therefore, boom could have happened on the elevator. Boom.
She seems pretty confident, huh?
She doesn't lack the courage of her convictions, that's for certain. And I gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I couldn't give her a no hard feel.
Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you really have found the road to the truth, perhaps you'd be so kind as to point me toward it.
I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with incontrovertible evidence. So that last one.
Yeah. The blood on the floor of this room proves my theory.
Okay, so... How do we disprove that? Elevator floor. Boom. Yeah. If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the foot of the Goddess of Justice statue.
Murder under the gaze of the divine. A brazen act, even for a cold-blooded killer.
Except that may not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. It's a bloodstain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through the room below. And the elevator it dripped down from?
Descends directly to the foot of the statue.
Ah, you noticed. Then you will agree that the murder cannot, in fact, have happened in this room. I put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above, and only afterward was she moved down here. The Goddess of Justice did not witness a murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this, right? So I took a year of forensic science, and one of the units that we did was actually studying. So you know how like bloodstains look, as in like when like a droplet, or even just like a droplet of water, when it falls from a certain height, it kind of breaks off into much smaller drops, and the higher that the drop falls from, the more spread apart the drops are. But the fact that there's like, the fact that it dropped from that height, from literally a full floor, and it's like, it doesn't look like it dripped down. I'm trying to like wrap my head around that. Like, is that the game saying so, or like were they? So what was this? Was Rosie actually killed like up in the elevator, and it was like up on that floor, and then all of that blood dripped down, and there was no like external blood splatter outside of the like pool. Anyway.
Why is she smiling?
Sorry, I was just thinking back to a very similar situation. Well done, Miles Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought.
Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir, and you know it. Huge!
Have you forgotten the picture you just showed me? Are you really that airheaded? Even a cursory glance shows that there was far more blood here in the committee chamber than upstairs.
Ouch! Whitby does that too!
You're trying to
She doesn't give me a chance, sir, to say anything!
You're trying to tell me that all of that blood dripped down from above, Miles Edgeworth. If it had, your storeroom stain would need to be 10 times as big. I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else.
As insightful as ever, Francisca. But you've played right into my hands.
How so?
You are correct. There is far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is, why?
A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation.
Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think some spatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you?
Whoa, like some crazy fountain of blood? No way!
No way indeed. It's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amounts of blood observed? There was far more blood in the committee chamber than in the storeroom above because...
The victim was stabbed here.
I don't think so.
No. Aren't you the one just saying that the murder happened in the storeroom? So I guess
If the weapon was removed, then the blood
knife-
would come pouring out.
Yeah, so the knife was removed here.
Got that wrong. Badly wrong. The victim was initially stabbed, but if we consider the point at which the victim was likely to have bled the most...
Bled the most, so that's when the weapon was removed, yeah. It's like a... Because, I mean, they mentioned in Ace Attorney before also that, like, the blood... Or the knife, rather, acts as, like, a stopper. The weapon was removed here. I'm so good at this, everybody!
Totally. The victim died of 3 stab wounds. Wounds that would have bled profusely.
Exactly! As proven by the amounts of blood we found on the floor of this room. But that doesn't make any sense! Not if she was stabbed in the storeroom! You said there wasn't much blood up there already. I'm not gonna try and scream low. My voice just doesn't do that. It doesn't. Silence! You half-baked, harebrained rookie! Hey, harebrained is a little...
The stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time.
Oh, I know. When the weapon is removed, right?
Precisely. I believe the body was brought down to the committee chamber when the candelabrum still in its chest. And then, when it was finally removed, it created the difference in the amount of blood we see between the 2 locations.
But why? What was the killer trying to do?
I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Miss Ringer's keycard was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by the killer when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup.
But why would they have needed to do all this in the first place?
Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved at the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed.
When did we explain the auction to them? Underground auction. Okay, thank God.
You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite a story. One that should more than explain what was going on here last night.
It's almost endearing, Miles Edgeworth, how desperately you want to protect your friend.
There's something just beneath the surface this case. Something bigger than all of us. And Kay's only crime was to have the bad fortune to fall right into the middle of it.
That's quite the hyperbolic claim, Miles Edgeworth.
Hyperbolic?
Hyperbolic?
Me? Surely you're the one making a mountain out of my perfectly reasonable molehill. You're working with Interpol on international cases. So why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why. Because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here.
Welcome in stupid
Tell
animation.
me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't related to any of this.
I'm very happy to learn that you giving up your badge didn't completely relieve you of your senses. Scruffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that, by the way.
Sorry, sir. I just thought it might help, you know?
You did the right thing, Detective. So am I right, Francisca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Was the underground auction already on Interpol's radar?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? But you don't need
What
to.
the hell?
So you won't.
Nicely done.
Then you knew, didn't you? I'd point my finger at you aggressively. That the auction was being held here in this chamber.
Hold it! Hey, y'all mind if I butt in for a sec?
Oh
Your
my
victim
God.
over there, the lady in the white? Hold it! You! Hi, let a gal finish, will ya? No good button and pain in the you-know-what, the ass! Ah! Well, this lever certainly changed their spots! Your testimony is not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist! You can... Ah! You're a liar is what you are! You lied under oath at one time! Seems like Miss Von Karma's none too fond of Miss Hart, huh?
I don't think she's her biggest fan, no.
What's she called? A ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee? Well, she's dressed exactly like the ringleader of that there secret auction. Ah! Stop that! Stop whipping me, dang it! What is the meaning of this interruption? My Miles Edgeworth, explain!
Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. And it seems they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. I almost said Ranger.
That would mean that the victim was also the ringleader.
No, how about we just contact Sir?
It seems I have some new information to consider. It's true that I came here to investigate the underground auction and to arrest its head of operations, the auctioneer.
But if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted.
I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Franziska von Karma, refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth!
Fine by me. But you may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round. But let's not fuck this up so that we prove that right.
Fine, I accept your little explanation. That would make this storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case the murderer is someone connected to the auction. And if the photographer is to be believed, and the victim was the auctioneer, and the culprit was an attendee, the killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabrum. There. Does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebuttals.
I'm afraid you might have to. There was a serious hole in your testimony.
There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're the one in charge here, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright then, time to fight back. You have to win this for us.
And I will. Time to take Franziska's testimony to task. Make the storeroom the actual scene of the crime.
So that's fine.
Murder is someone connected to the auction. Yeah, that makes sense.
Photographer
is to be believed. The victim was the auctioneer and the culprit was an attendee. We'll lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of the illicit goods was to take place. They stabbed the victim in the chest with some merchandise, the candelabrum. Press the fourth statement? That's the only one I can think of.
Hold it!
Because everything else, like, checks out. How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? Miss Hart was in the storeroom too, remember?
Yes, hiding someplace. And if you've seen the storeroom yourself, you'll know that there are plenty of other places to hide too.
So you're saying the killer was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival?
I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself. She would surely have needed to be present throughout the proceedings.
She thinks it happened afterward. Would you mind adding that statement to your testimony, Franziska?
I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded.
Nuh-uh.
So it was...
Auction continued even after the murder occurred. Wrong! It seems you're one step behind yet again, Franziska.
How so?
The auctioneer was not in fact the victim, and I can prove it. This is the statement Miss Hart gave us.
Well, if she made it, it's not worth the air she used to say it. I done told you I'm a journalist, Nebbit. My word is ouch! Did I ask you to open your mouth? Double ouch!
Objection!
See you later.
Calm down and listen for a second, Franziska. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder, and she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred.
You bet it did. Went all right like nothing had happened at all.
How would that have been possible without an auctioneer? It wouldn't. So you see, the victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees.
No!
As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay can be the murderer, because she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious by that time. So then, who was the victim really?
Dirt!
Right. Well, if the auction carried on after the murder...
The victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee. Oh, Lord.
That's enough.
I know that sound all too well.
Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman.
Oh, God.
Judge, lock in.
Oh, there's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity. Please, everyone, feel free to call me Celsius. Yes, that'll do nicely.
Okay, Fahrenheit.
Where is it?
Yeah.
All right. Celsius, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just stopped by to see how my bone-headed boy was getting along.
They say there are all sorts of families, but I'm not sure these two are what they meant.
I thought I might need to light a fire under this investigation, but it seems not. The suspect everyone's searching high and low for is right back here where we started.
Men, detain the suspect immediately.
Wait! Miss Faraday is innocent!
Shut your melon mouth! You're becoming something of a problem, Miles, my boy. I thought I told you. The committee wants this matter cleared up as soon as possible. It's a matter of trust. We can't have our organization be seen to drag its feet. It's bad for us, and it's bad for me too. Personally, sorry, it must be my age.
Your unlawful investigation ends here, and it will not be permitted to resume. In case you have forgotten, you are no longer a prosecutor. You have no authority here. And what's more, there was the matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect.
She's right, of course, as always. You're really a godsend, Verity.
Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest. But know this, we have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this
You can stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The raincoat in your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago. The victim's blood was found on the hood, along with some cherry blossom petals.
Cherry blossom petals? The ones on the roof?
Yes, they were stuck to the edges of the bloodstains, probably due to the blood being fresh at the time.
The results came back already, my boy, so there's no mistaking it. The person in your picture is the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer.
What? No! This completely undermines our entire case! All our assumptions were based on the person in the red raincoat being the killer. But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspect list!
Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in a red raincoat up on the roof, correct? Yes, I did. We now know that that person was the murder victim, and you are the only person we know of who came into contact with her. Since one of you wound up dead, I think we all know how that encounter went.
No! Kay was attacked by that person! She is the victim here, not the aggressor!
As far as I recall, we have yet to see any evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim. And even if such proof existed, Miss Ringer simply could have been acting in self-defense.
Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that! Kay is innocent!
But I'm not.
Kay?
I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it, but I remembered something. Hearing about the raincoat brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now. Right when it happened. The murderer, it was me. I remember looking down, and the person in the red raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth! It was me all along! I'm the murderer! I'm the murderer!
No, you're not! You can't be!
Then what am I? Why do I have a memory like that? They were on the floor in front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was the killer. court recognizes the legitimacy of the accused's memories.
What? But you said you didn't believe her like 5 minutes ago!
I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. It will not go unrewarded. Praise be to the goddess of justice for her many blessings.
Objection!
As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request that the suspect be... We don't have time for this! We must arrest Kate Faraday this instant! How dare you take that tone with me!
This is a gross overreach of authority! I demand that you give us more time to investigate! You say my investigation is unlawful? What could be more unlawful than this?
Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law.
Indeed you don't, but I do. And while I can't help but be moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity.
Speaking of the law, it seems there is one other we must arrest.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Miles.
Welcome in, Emmanuel.
What are you talking about? Mr. Edgeworth was just doing his job! He didn't do anything wrong!
He wasn't doing squat! By which I mean to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving in any kind of official capacity.
You went too far this time, Mr. Edgeworth. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer even an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal. Nothing more.
Oh, that reminds me. There was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there? Concerning your conduct. I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow, although I fear I already know the outcome. Look, I don't look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your actions, Miles. A chance to really think long and hard.
This court is adjourned.
To be continued. Yay! Kay's guilty.
But so are we?
Yep. Oh my god, we're in the
Yuri's
ladder.
right.
Ladder already.
Every Ace Attorney character is lovable. I think Yuri was totally right about that.
This is very true. I'm tired.
Even Gavel?
Even Especially Gavel,
even though...
Gavel's pretty.
Yeah.
I'm really sleepy. I want to stop.
That's all good.
I love how invested
good.
chat is with the story. No, literally, Quick, someone give Phoenix. Celsius is a cringe lord.
Man.
You're kind of real for that, though.
Took me a second to figure out who Celsius was.
Oh, Jesus. We're actually just in the fucking cell.
I mean, yeah.
Tasmanian prison.
We got arrested, so. Polish a turd, it's still a turd. This is very true. You can't piss like, if you piss in a cup and put sugar in it, you can't get rid of the piss. Anyway.
Well, now you tell me.
Shame.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
There we go. Hey, it's the big building that Kay totally did not fall off of. Anyway. Thank you everybody for sticking around with me for 2 hours. I'm so sleepy.
It's alright.
Oh, good.
Thanks for showing up, everyone.
Thank you for hanging out, everybody.
Wahoo.
Anybody have any final words?
I want to give a special shout out to Kenzie and Grim.
So real. Thank you, both
And
of
Ink.
you.
All three of you.
Oh, yeah.
All three of you get a big thankies.
Literally, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. That's alright, I'm actually able to talk now.
Oh.
What the heck?
Not them using thankies when I've been using that for years.
Yeah, it's spreading.
It sure is spreading.
It's spreading insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you all again once for coming. I'm not sure, again, when the next Ace Attorney will be. I've got exams, but I'm sure Aster and Fen will present something very wonderful and very exciting, no matter what it is, because they're both very talented, in addition to our lovely mod team.
No matter what the game is, it'll be a fantastic time because Aster and Fen are fantastic, and everyone should subscribe to both of them.
What if I cry, actually?
And if you're already subscribed,
do that,
unsubscribe
no,
and
please.
subscribe again.
Unsubscribe and subscribe again.
I was gonna say,
Guys, I just gotta say, you fucking nailed the ad read. Great job. Great job. That sounded so believable.
Oh, I thought we
Still
were gonna like
recording,
launch
Fen.
into an infomercial. You're like,
Did you want to?
Infomercial.
well, surely, Fen, with this kind of quality content, I'd be prepared to pay $5,000-$6,000 a month for this.
No way.
Oh.
God.
I mean, guys, I've got the script. Guys, I've got the script right here. That's not in there.
We're going off script, all right? We're playing the
Yeah,
roles.
we were in.
Improv, Yuri. Didn't you
We're
get
improv, we're
memorized?
improv.
Yeah, Jerry's a great director because he yells stage directions during the production.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, actually,
Look at the camera more!
I am looking at the camera.
I mean, you know,
Aster
Hey, guys,
compilation.
Are you
was-
Jim from The Office? I don't think
Yeah.
so!
I actually am.
Who's Long Tim?
Do we want to know?
Somebody just
Yep.
sent me a gift on Throne.
What?
A type
Not
of
me.
a type of black
Not-
tea. My favorite simple black tea.
Oh,
Highly
shit!
recommended.
Hey!
Hey, Ali, thank
Ali!
you.
It's another 5 people joining the
Hey,
apprenticeship.
hey, 0 for 5. Don't recognize anybody there, but
But I'm sure they're very happy.
But still, I appreciate
I'm
it.
not
Thank
sure.
you so much.
I'm not
I'm
sure they're
sure that-
happy.
It was me. Enjoy the tea. I kind of
Yeah.
figured. Thank you so much. I really
All right,
appreciate it.
Kenzie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, and with that, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I already asked for final words, so now it's just my final words. I love K Faraday. Send tweet.
Real.
Literally.
Okay.
I love Kay and Edgeworth. They're so good. Okay. Anyway, and with that, everybody, thank you for coming, and good night.